Well, it is time now for the Muletrain News Program on this Friday, June the 17th, 2016, brought to you today by the First Bank along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant. Funeral Mass for Guillermo Valadez, 55 of Muleshoe, will be celebrated at 11 o'clock Saturday morning, June the 18th at the Immaculate Conception Catholic Church with Father Leo officiating. Burial will be in the Muleshoe Memorial Park. Rosary will be 6 p.m. this evening, Friday, June the 17th at the Ellis Funeral Home Chapel. Guillermo died in a car wreck, was killed, a two-vehicle accident early Saturday morning last weekend, June the 11th, around 1:30 in the morning, 7 miles north of Muleshoe on Highway 214. He was born October the 10th, 1960 in Mexico to Jesus and Isabel Ramos Valadez and married Adela Montejano in Mexico. Guillermo is survived by his wife, Adela, two sons, Jesus of Muleshoe and Fabian, also of Muleshoe, two daughters, Yerith Hernandez and her husband Juan, and Ana Valadez of Muleshoe, three sisters, Amparo Valadez of Mexico, and Dina Ramos of Mexico, and Angelica Ramos of Muleshoe, and one brother, Juvencio Valadez, also of Muleshoe. He is survived by 9 grandchildren. Online condolences may be made at www.ellisfuneralhomes.com. His wife, Adela Valadez, was the passenger in his car as he was driving at the time of the wreck, and she was flown to UMC in Lubbock by helicopter ambulance. Chad Parker Muleshoe was in the other vehicle and was flown to Covenant Medical Center. And repeating funeral mass for Guillermo Valadez, 55 of Muleshoe, will be 11 o'clock Saturday morning, June the 18th at the Immaculate Conception Catholic Church with Father Leo officiating. Burial will be in the Muleshoe Memorial Park. Rosary will be 6 p.m. this evening, Friday, June the 17th. At the Ellis Funeral Home Chapel. Please keep the Valadez family on your prayer list today. Funeral service for Douglas Parrish, 79 of Earth, is scheduled for 2 o'clock Friday afternoon, this afternoon, June 17th at the First United Methodist Church in Earth with the Reverend Charlie Johnson officiating. Burial will be in the Earth Memorial Cemetery. Doug died Friday, June the 10th in Earth. He was born March the 26th, 1937 in Plainview to Gus and Emma Bell Carter Parrish. He married Helen June Gregory in Earth June the 29th, 1956. Doug lived in the Earth community all of his life except for 2 years spent in the Army. He farmed while managing KMP Manufacturing Company. He was also active in the Lions Club. Doug was a member of the Earth Volunteer Fire Department for 20 years. He served on the city council and was a former mayor. He enjoyed doing community service. He also always valued his time at the coffee shop. He is preceded in death by his wife, June, his parents, 3 brothers, Gus Jr., KB, and Charles Parrish, and one sister, Mary Miller Burkett. Survivors include his 3 daughters, Stephanie Tankersley and husband Randy of Lubbock, Joy Huber and husband Billy of Keller, and Angie Milner and husband Robert of Pflugerville. 3 sisters survive him, Margaret Riddle of Plainview, Charlene McFadder of Odessa, and Carolyn Gibson of San Juan, New Mexico. 7 grandchildren, Dr. Stevie Daniel and husband Trevor, Nichelle Huber, James Douglas Tankersley and wife Marie Tankersley, Shelby Huber, and Zachary and Michael Douglas Milner. The family suggests memorials be sent to the Earth Memorial Cemetery, P.O. Box 523, or Earth First United Methodist Church, P.O. Box 181, Earth, Texas. That's 79031. Online condolences may be made at ellisfuneralhomes.com. And repeating funeral service for Doug Parrish, 79 of Earth, is scheduled for 2 o'clock this afternoon, Friday, June the 17th, at the First United Methodist Church of Earth with the Reverend Charlie Johnson officiating. Burial will be in the Earth Memorial Cemetery. Please keep the Parrish family on your prayer list today. We've had some extremely high temps in the Muleshoe area this week, as we had 98 as a high on Wednesday and Thursday here at the National Weather Service station at Channel 6. And it's time now for the weather forecast, brought to you today by 5 Area Telephone, West Plains Telecommunications. Secure your life with fast technologies available through 5 Area. Whether you're in Muleshoe or anywhere in the world, security and automation services for your home, farm, or business available now through your hometown company, 5 Area. Plans starting now at $20 per month. Fast Technologies offers live and recordable video surveillance. Control your door locks and garage doors, whether you're in your recliner around the corner or in Dallas. Lighting control and motion detection. Door and window sensors. Receive alerts through text, email, or phone. Plans again starting at $20 per month. Call today, 5 Area, 806-272-5533, or go by their website at 5area.com. They will also be happy to give you an on-site demo, so stop by their offices today, 302 Uvalde Street on the west edge of Muleshoe. A DSL internet connection is required. That's home, farm, and business security and automation services available through Fast Technologies at 5 Area. Call 806-272-5533 for more information. Sunny and hot today on Friday with a high near 101 degrees. West wind around 10 miles per hour this afternoon. Clear tonight with a low around 64. West-southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Sunny and hot again on Saturday. High a little bit cooler around 99 degrees. West wind 5 to 10 miles per hour, becoming east during the afternoon hour. Saturday night mostly clear, low around 65. East winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Cooler on Sunday, high near 94 degrees. Sunny conditions, south-southeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Mostly clear Sunday evening with a low around 64. Southeast winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Looking at next week, sunny, high near 94 degrees on Monday. South winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Monday night, clear, low around 64. Tuesday, again, the same thing, sunny, high near 94 degrees. Mostly clear Tuesday night, low around 66. 5 Area telephone. West Plains Telecommunications has presented to you this edition of the weather forecast. Again, get ready for a very hot day today on Friday. Sunny and hot conditions, high near 101 degrees. West winds around 10 miles per hour. Clear tonight, low around 64. Sunny and hot on Saturday, high near 99.
A men's breakfast for men, young men, and students at First Baptist Church Fellowship Hall will be held Saturday morning at 7:30. So all men of the First Baptist Church, the young men, and also students are invited to come for the men's breakfast Saturday morning at 7:30 at the First Baptist Church Fellowship Hall. The 22nd annual Tour to Muleshoe bike ride, it is not a race but a ride, starts at 8 Saturday morning at the Bailey County Coliseum. There will be a 100K, 40-mile, and a 10-mile ride. Now, you can register Saturday morning early between 7 and 8 before the ride starts, and it's $30 per rider. You must have a helmet to ride, and there will be an addition of a junior Tour de Muleshoe for children 2 through 12 years of age. Register Saturday morning between 9 and 10 at the Bailey County Coliseum, and there is no entry fee. You must wear a helmet and bring your own bike. Laps will be run 10 to 11, and prizes will be given for the junior Tour to Muleshoe for all children 2 through 12 years of age. This is something added this year for the first time, and this is not a race but a bike ride for the children. Also, all riders will receive a collectible water bottle, t-shirt, ride number, route map, and a meal ticket. And if you want to buy extra meal tickets, and the meal will be served inside the Coliseum after the ride, and that will be $5 per ticket. Rest stops will be provided along the way. Sponsors of the Tour to Muleshoe this year are Leal's Mexican Restaurant, First Bank of Muleshoe, Muleshoe State Bank, Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association, K&K Pharmacy, Mohawk Auto Parts, Shipman Body Shop, Bammert Seed Company, Evolve, Tire Works and Tire Pro, and Capital Farm Credit. Door prizes will be drawn after the last rider comes into the Coliseum, and there are a lot of door prizes. We'll be back with more Muletrain news, and we'll tell you about a brand new grandbaby for a couple here in Muleshoe.
This edition of the Muletrain News is brought to you today by Leal's Mexican Restaurant, along with the First Bank, where First Bank is proud to announce First Bank Online, www.fbmuleshoe.com. Transfer funds easily between accounts, make loan payments, view current and previous statement activity, pay bills online, banking anytime with 24/7 access. Call or come by 202 South 1st Street right here in Muleshoe, 806-272-4515. The First Bank here in Muleshoe, where they're proud to announce First Bank Online, www.fbmuleshoe.com. The First Bank is member FDIC.
Libby Leal and Angelica Toscano want you to join them at Leal's Mexican Food Restaurant at 1010 West American Boulevard in Muleshoe, Texas. Come and eat anything from quesadillas to grilled cheese and the best hamburgers in town, open every day of the week. I especially like the bean and cheese burritos. I have traveled throughout Texas, New Mexico, and Colorado and never eaten at a better Mexican food restaurant than the original Leal's. This is Julia Reynolds, and I know that the original Leal's is the best.
Dr. and Mrs. Stacy Connor of Muleshoe have a new grandson born late last week. Brantley Boyd Connor, born to their son and daughter-in-law, Miss Timothy Connor of San Antonio. At birth, he weighed 7 pounds even and is 20 inches long. Brantley has a big sister, 5-year-old Reese. The father, Timothy Connor, was reared here in Muleshoe and graduated from Muleshoe High School. He is an owner with 2 other gentlemen in a trucking company out of San Antonio. Other grandparents are Mr. and Mrs. Mitch Lowe of Amarillo, and little Miss Reese Connor has been staying with them, and grandmother Debbie Connor of Muleshoe will be taking Reese back home to San Antonio. Great grandparents are Mrs. Linda Waller of Slayton and Ms. Roger Malone of Dimmick. Congratulations to Debbie and Stacy Connor on the birth of their 3rd grandchild, Brantley Connor of San Antonio, the son of Miss Timothy Connor. The State Board of Education of Texas is issuing a survey in both English and Spanish to seek public input about the state's current assessment and accountability programs and gather suggestions for future program development. The survey will be open online to all Texans through June the 30th. From October 2015 to March 2016, the State Board of Education of Texas members held 9 community conversation meetings around our state, meeting with more than 500 citizens to gather comments about the state's student assessment and accountability system. The online survey addresses the issues raised during the community meetings and allows for additional input from educators, parents, business leaders, and students. The constituents often talk to board members about testing and school rating issues. It is very important for board members to have in-depth discussions to learn what educators, parents, business leaders, and students, and others as well, want from these 2 high-profile programs. It will be useful in shaping the future of the next generation systems. The information gathered from the survey and the community conversations will be compiled into a report and presented to the members of the Texas State Board of Education for its consideration at their meeting July 19th through the 22nd. Once adopted, the report will be provided to the legislative leaders of Texas and the Texas Commission on Next Generation Assessment and Accountability. The 15-member commission created by the Texas legislature is to make recommendations for statutory changes to the state's assessment and accountability system. The commission report will also be available to the governor of Texas and the legislature by September the 1st this year. To see how you can go into the survey online and put your information in Spanish or English, either one, call the superintendent of the Muleshoe ISD, Dr. R.L. Richards. This Sunday is Father's Day, a very special day, and be sure and remember your father in a very special way. Also, on Monday next week is the first day of summer. Bobby Gleason of Lubbock, formerly of Last Buddy, has retired after 22 years with the athletic department at Texas Tech for the Red Raiders. He and his wife Debbie are looking forward to many years of well-deserved retirement. One colleague of Bobby said that Bobby Gleason has been appreciated for his devotion and work for Texas Tech. He is a terrific person to work with, loyal, smart, big picture guy. He will be missed greatly at Tech in the athletic department, but Bobby Gleason has sure earned his retirement. Joe Duke, formerly of Muleshoe, has also recently retired from Texas Tech and is now working part-time as a licensed professional counselor in Lubbock. He and his wife Margaret live in Lubbock. Joe Duke also graduated from Texas Tech and studied philosophy there and educational psychology and community counseling. Congratulations to you, Joe Duke, on your semi-retirement. Elisa Dollar worked at Tech also and retired recently. She was a former director of here in Muleshoe of the First United Methodist Church's Daycare Center. Her husband, Monty Dollar, worked here in Muleshoe for a governmental agriculture agency. They also live in Lubbock, Monty and Alicia Dollar. Muleshoe Meals on Wheels Incorporated has received a donation of a grill, and they are going to raffle that off. And they are selling tickets now for $5 each, and you can get your tickets at the Bailey County Courthouse in the Senior Citizens Office from Judy Kaufman, or call Judy Kaufman at 806-272-3647. And they are $5 each, and all money will go to the Muleshoe Meals on Wheels. Also, Muleshoe's 4th of July golf scramble will be to benefit the Muleshoe Meals on Wheels too. It will start on Monday, the 4th of July at 1 o'clock at the Muleshoe Golf Course. And $35 entry per person, and lunch donations will also go to Muleshoe Meals on Wheels. On the 4th of July, the Oneida Wagner Senior Citizen Center seniors will be giving away a beautiful playhouse that also can be used as a storage house. And the tickets are on sale now for $10 each, or 3 tickets for $25. All money will go to our senior citizens. You can go by the Oneida Wagner Senior Citizen Center at Main and Avenue D, and in the office you can donate your money to the raffle of this beautiful playhouse. It is 8 feet by 10 feet, and the room is 6 feet by 8 feet, and the porch on the front of the playhouse is 4 by 8. And you do not need to be present to win when it is drawn on the afternoon of the 4th of July at 2 o'clock at the Senior Citizen Center. Now, also, before that, from 11 to 2, they will be serving their annual barbecue with all the trimmings. And they will also, in addition, have a silent auction of their wonderful baked goods. We'll be back with more Muletrain news in just a moment. Please stay tuned.
The Muleshoe Chamber of Commerce July 4th schedule of events for this year. Monday, July 4th, a day of honor will kick off with the lineup for the parade starting down Main Street at 9 a.m. The parade begins at 10 a.m. All veterans, active duty military, and first responders are encouraged to ride in the parade and will be honored before the parade begins. Then afterward, around the courthouse square, they'll have a car show, lip sync battle, also a Lil Miss and Mr. Firecracker pageant with 3 divisions: under a year old, 1 to 3 years old, and 4 to 6 years old. An antique tractor show, water polo will be played, hot dog eating contest, street dance, vendors all around the courthouse square. Then at the chamber office, they'll have an open house and a muleshoe pitching contest. A co-ed softball tournament will be held on Sunday and Monday, July 3rd and 4th. Contact Michael Roscoe for more information, 806-729-9430. A flag football tournament will be Sunday and Monday as well. Contact Jesus Tovar, 806-566-5400 for more information. A carnival will be here in Muleshoe at the New City Park July 1st through 4th, and then fireworks will be shot off in the New City Park by the Muleshoe Volunteer Fire Department at 10 p.m. Monday evening. Entry forms can be picked up at the Chamber office or City Hall. For more information for the parade entry, car show, vendor booth space, firecracker pageant, call 806-272-4248. Entry deadline is June the 27th. That's a day of honor, Monday, July 4th, the 4th of July. Big events going on, sponsored by the Muleshoe Chamber of Commerce right here in Muleshoe, Texas. Father's Day gift headquarters is at Frying Cox, 401 South 1st Street in Muleshoe, and Farwell Hardware, 305 Avenue A in Farwell. Father's Day is June 19th. At Frying Cox, they have for your father toolboxes, shotgun shell coffee mugs, photo albums, metal Coca-Cola sign, rifle handle fly swatter, lawn and patio chairs, great games for Father's Day, knit glove bundles for $8. Check out the great Traeger wood pellet grills with pellets in mesquite, hickory, apple, and pecan. New metal art has just arrived at Frying Cox in crosses and stars. They have hat and cap racks, decorative boxes, yard art trellises and crosses, and check out the cool metal blue bonnets and more. Special for June is the 16-inch pedestal fan for $18.97 while supplies last. They have in swamp cooler air conditioners and Yeti coolers, along with weed killers with sprayers and a nice selection of Roundup. Make sure to watch closely at Frying Cox Facebook page, as over the next several weeks they'll be giving away great gifts at Frying Cox in Muleshoe, 401 South 1st Street, and Farwell Hardware, 305 Avenue A in Farwell, Texas. 2 weeks ago, home following a hospital stay, recover close to home at the Muleshoe Area Medical Center in the Swing Bed program. It's for Medicare patients discharged from Muleshoe or any other hospital following an acute illness, injury, or surgery, but still need time and physical therapy to heal and strengthen before going home. Call for more information about the Swing Bed program. RN Lucy Garcia, 806-272-4244, 4524 to see if you or your loved one qualifies. That's the Muleshare Medical Center, 708 South 1st Street Swing Bed Program. Call Lucy Garcia, 806-272-4524.
Next week, the Mule Train will be on Friday only. And so be sure and remember that. And be with us next Friday for the Mule Train news. You can always find the latest news, though, online at muleshoetv.com and also our Facebook, Gil Lamb. BK Boutique is celebrating the summer with selected items up to 30% off at BK Boutique in Clovis, New Mexico at 200 East 21st Street. They are closed only on Mondays and open 10 to 5 Tuesday through Friday. That is, of course, Mountain Standard Time. And Saturday's hours are 10 to 3 New Mexico time. And it's a big, big summer sale at BK Boutique going on now on selected items up to 30% off. Betty and Beth are there to help you, and I mean, if you want to browse, they'll let you browse, but if you need help, Betty and Beth are the best to help you at BK Boutique, 200 East 21st Street in Clovis, and the sale is going on now. We want to say a happy birthday on June the 16th to Jeannie Cox Douglas, also Sadie Lewis. And on June the 17th, a big happy birthday to Carlos Del Toro and Kevin Morris. And congratulations to Pat and Carrie Moore on their wedding anniversary. June the 18th, we know that Todd Shipman celebrates. Nathan Mark Putnam also has a birthday. He lives down in the Dallas area. And Sharon Wrinkle Miller of Cyprus also celebrates June the 18th as her day. Congratulations to Starla and Todd Ellis and Dr. and Mrs. Tom Bonds, formerly of Muleshoe. On June the 20th, happy birthday to a former resident, Brad Baker. And Donald Phelps, right here in Muleshoe, celebrates his birthday on the 20th. Ann Souter, formerly of the Three-Way area, now of Goliad, will also celebrate her birthday on June the 20th. And congratulations to Raynell and Nick Bammert on their wedding anniversary as well. Tori Alvarado is in the University of New Mexico Hospital in Albuquerque, being treated for injuries she received in a one-car rollover near the Clovis Airport last weekend. Tori Alvarado is the daughter of Miss Eddie Alvarado, and she has had 4 surgeries this week on her arm, and the latest surgery was very extensive. Tori Alvarado of Muleshoe is in Unit 4 South, room 4081. Please remember her and her family in your prayers. Also, remember in your prayers Chad Parker in Covenant Medical Center of Lubbock. He's 34 years of age of Muleshoe, and he was injured last weekend in a car wreck near Muleshoe on the Friona Highway. In the same accident, Adela Valadez, 54 of Muleshoe, a passenger in the other vehicle, is in University Medical Center in Lubbock at our last report and needs to be in our prayers. Aline Bryant is in the Muleshoe Area Medical Center, and so is Cleo Ward Remember Cleo and his wife Ruby and their family all in your prayers. We're glad to report that Frankie Carpenter is home from the hospital in Lubbock University Medical Center there, and Ruth Guzman is still in Covenant Medical Center in Lubbock. Debbie Nix Ridlin of Sudan is on our prayer list, and Suzanne McCrae of San Angelo, daughter of Mishmish Robert Johnson of Muleshoe. Linda Baker of Portales, formerly of Muleshoe, is in the hospital in Clovis. Remember Linda Baker and her husband Roy. Robert Black is doing better. We're glad to say. And Susie Clonch and her husband Jim Pat and their family, and Cora Jarman and her husband Jean Paul Jarman and their family are always in our thoughts and prayers. So is Roy Shoemaker, father of Dolores Harvey of Muleshoe, a new resident of the Crosbyton Nursing Home. Don't forget that there is a fund for Darren Box. It's the Darren Box Fire Fund at the First Bank here in Muleshoe because he lost his home recently in a fire. These families need to remain in our prayers. Alicia Gregory of Spring Lake Earth, Betty Glaze, former longtime resident of Muleshoe, Claudine Embry of Lubbock, formerly of Muleshoe, Don Etheridge, who was reared here in Muleshoe, Reed Markle, the 21-month-old infant son of Miss Ryan Markle of Muleshoe, Willie James of Muleshoe, Paul Porner of Muleshoe, and Leona Harris of Muleshoe, the mother of Sandra Wilson, also of Muleshoe, and little Eliza Dodd of Portales, the granddaughter of Jane Foster Carlton, always is in our thoughts and prayers. Anderson Grulke, formerly of Muleshoe, as well. Jarita Meissner, who's now living in Lubbock for more extensive medical attention. And Jerry and Bill Savuto in McKinney. Jerry has cancer.
Well, it's just about time for us to go on this edition of the Muletrain News, brought to you today by the First Bank along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant. You can hear our latest Muletrain News program in our rotation on Reach Broadband Channel 6 as well. Find it on our website, muleshoetv.com, free of charge, on demand. Click on the Muletrain News link at the top center of the page.
This is Tumbleweed Smith. Jefferson is home to the Gone with the Wind Museum. Details in a moment on The Sound of Texas.
And the Sounds of Texas are brought to you here on Reach Broadband Channel 6 as well as MuleshoeTV.com by Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association with offices in Muleshoe as well as in Morton. They're celebrating 76 years of rural electrification right here in the Muleshoe area through Bailey County Electric. They're owned by the members that they serve. Call 806-272-4504 or check them out online, bcecoop.com. The board of directors and members, employees, the manager, CEO David Markle all hope that you enjoy the Sounds of Texas with Tumbleweed Smith.
Gone with the Wind, the novel, is next to the Bible, the most widely read book in the world.
More people have seen Gone with the Wind than any other movie. It was the first motion picture to have a cuss word.
David O. Selznick had to pay $5,000 to the Motion Picture Board of Review. I don't know that that's the exact name of it, in order to use the word damn in the movie. They were not going to allow Rhett Butler to say, frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. But he paid the $5,000 and that allowed him to do that.
Bobby Grady has the Gone with the Wind Museum in Jefferson.
I have one of the world's largest collections of Gone with the Wind, the only one that is a permanent museum to my knowledge. I own a lot of memorabilia related to Margaret Mitchell, the creator of this wonderful story. I have an autographed first edition of the novel. I have a letter that was written by Margaret Mitchell probably on her portable Remington typewriter that she wrote Gone with the Wind on. I have an extensive collection of foreign editions of the novel. I have movie memorabilia. I have one cabinet that is related primarily to the premiere of the motion picture on December the 15th of 1939. I have another case that is devoted to books about the motion picture and about the stars of the motion picture. I have, I think, a very nice collection of autographs of stars of the motion picture. I have several cases devoted extensively to all of the things that have been produced over the years. It's fascinating to me to see all of the different items and takeoffs on Gone with the Wind.
She has mannequins wearing Gone with the Wind costumes made by her dressmaker.
I think the next thing I'm going to do is have him make me a Rhett Butler costume for a mannequin. I think that would thrill the ladies.
Bobby Grady of Jefferson. I'm Tumbleweed Smith with The Sound of Texas.
Time now for the market report, brought to you today by Stephen DeMint, financial advisor with Edward Jones, member SIPC. Is located right here in Muleshoe in his office at 104 West 2nd Street. Call 806-272-4102. Stephen can assist you with any of your financial needs, no matter where you live. The market report was recorded this Friday, June the 17th, 2016 at 12 noon. U.S. stocks are trading lower as investors' attention continues to be focused on next week's vote on Great Britain on whether to leave the European Union. In domestic economic news, new housing starts decline less than expected in May, though building permits gain less than anticipated. In earnings news, Oracle reported a solid fourth quarter results as the company's cloud business continues to gain momentum. U.S. bond prices are trending lower. In the S&P 500, the best performing sector is energy, while the worst performing sector is healthcare. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is down 102.55 at 17,630.55. The Standard & Poor's 500 Index is down 8.97 at 2,069.02. And the Nasdaq Composite Index is down 47.16 at 4,797.76. Volume on the New York Stock Exchange is high with about 498.43 million shares traded. Advancers are outnumbering decliners by roughly 5-4 margin. In the commodity markets, the spot price of gold is up $8.13 to $1,286.60. The spot price of silver is up 10 cents to $17.29, and crude oil prices are up $1.33 to $47.54. In the bond markets, the 30-year Treasury yield is currently 2.42%, and the 10-year Treasury yield is 1.61%. Some stocks of area interest. Pfizer Incorporated is down 0.48 on the day at 34.27. Deere & Company is up 0.85 to 85.95. Xcel Energy Incorporated is down 0.17 to 42.66. And Oracle Corporation is up 1.03 to 39.67. The market report has been brought to you today by Stephen DeMint, financial advisor with Edward Jones, member SIPC. He's located right here in Muleshoe at 104 West 2nd Street, 806-272-4102. Check him out online as well, www.edwardjones.com.